Tonight for homework. A builder was building a fence. In the morning, he worked for 2/5 of an hour. In the afternoon, he worked for 9/10 of an hour. How many times as long in the morning did he work in the afternoon? How many times as long in the morning did he work in the afternoon? So something times 2/5 equals 9/10. So now we have to do division. So we're going to do 9/10 divided by 2/5. I have to find a common denominator. So my common denominator is going to be 10. So my answer is 9/4, or 2 1/4. So how many times as long? 9/4 times as long. So first thing, are they both fractions? Make common denominators. The answer is in your numerator. All right, question number 2. So, 2 rectangular picture frames have the same area of 45 inches, but have different side lengths. Frame A has a length of 6 3/4 inches. Frame B has a length of 7 1/2 inches. First thing, draw the 2 rectangles. And because it says area, I'm going to write it on the inside. So, has a length of 6 3/4 or a length of 7 1/2. And I don't know this side. What's the formula for the area of a rectangle? Area equals base times height. Without calculating, predict which frame has the shorter width. Explain your reasoning. So I know if I'm going to be multiplying 2 things and getting this, a little times a big, this has got to be a bigger number to get up, and this would have to be a smaller number. So I think, so this is frame A and this is frame B. I think frame B has a shorter width because one side is already 7 1/2. Find the width you predicted to be shorter. Show your reasoning. So I'm going to do 45 over 1 divided by 7 1/2. So I have to make this be a fraction. So 14 plus 1 more is 15. So I have 45 over 1 divided by 15 over 2. I have to find a common denominator. So my common denominator is going to be 2. So I change this to a 2. Times 2 times 2. 45 times 2 is 90. So I have 90 over 2 divided by 15 over 2. So my answer is 90 over 15. And I see that both of these can be divided by 5, which gives me 18 over 3. And then I know 18 over 3 is 6. So the missing side is 6. Right, next one. A parallelogram, here it is, has a base of 3 2/5 and an area of 5 1/10. Find the height of the parallelogram. Show your reasoning. So, your homework was to put the numbers on the picture. Okay, so if I want to continue, what is the formula for the area of a parallelogram? Area equals base times height. Right, so I know that the area is 5 1/10 and one side measures 3 2/5. So I'm going to do 5 1/10 equals 3 2/5 times h. And then I'm going to do 5 1/10 equals 3 2, or h times 3 2/5. Or 5 1/10 divided by h equals 3 2/5, or 5 1/10 divided by 3 2/5 equals h. So I'm going to make this be an improper fraction, so it's 51/10 divided by 17/5. I've changed this to be 10. So it's going to be 34, so it's 51/34. And both of these can be divided by 17. Don't ask me how I know that, I don't know. So your answer is 3/2 or 1 1/2. All right, this is tonight's homework, so we're not going to talk about that anymore. Thanks.